Hello there everyone, Ash and Flash here, and welcome on into a early LEGO One Piece set review. Today we're looking at set number 75636. This is the Windmill Village Hut. Has 299 pieces, retailing for $29.99 USD or $39.99 Canadian. This releases on August 1st, but I found this early here in Canada. I'm very excited to look at this small set here. We've got some really cool minifigures across all the sets, but also these wanted posters, I think, is what I'm really intrigued by here. And this actually allows you to collect and display them all in this set. So this is a very special and important set. Let's go ahead. Let's build this set. All right, here it is built. If you want, you can find time codes and chapters down below if you want to hop around to just the minifigures or the build or the wanted poster. All right, so here's the whole village hut. I'm just going to detach the boat here so that I can spin this around and give you a 360 spin of the entire build. It's fine. I think it actually does look a lot bigger, feel a lot bigger than I first thought this was going to be. I'm very impressed by the detailing here, especially in the roof, just how many pieces go into that. It's very easy to actually remove the entire roof there. It just pops on off and you can place it back on top. I think that's really cool. Just to show you the design here, I love the straw and how they have done this pattern with these grill pieces there as well, and just how they're also like overlapping and hanging over, I think is very impressive. And underneath, these are just the pieces that are there, all the beams for you to actually be able to take this and place it on top. Speaking of beams and different things, you could see right here, we do have this 1x4 sticker there of these beams with this cross there that is actually all roped off. So that's sort of what's tying everything together here. The connection point for this is really weird. It's actually, look at this. There's no connection point for this. It just sits on top, which I find so fascinating that it's just loose there. This beam is completely loose. So I just think that's so strange that they didn't want to connect this middle beam here. The back one is, so I don't know what's going on there. But spinning it around here, you've got all these different baguette pieces and everything. I love these beams, just how they have connected everything from the top all the way to the bottom. I think that's very impressive. This tree build is very interesting. You can move and angle it however you want. But I think the design of this is interesting, having all these cone pieces go one way. Then you put this broken shell piece there in dark tan. And then you put the cone piece the correct way as well and connect it there to the stud spot. Inside here, I really like this bit here with the glasses and everything. They're actually on 1x1 plates with the clip there. And you can see how they're attached inside of the windows there to like the prison sort of grate there. I think that looks really cool how they have also just the different variations of colors of wood throughout this as well down below, with the medium nougat, the dark orange, as well as the reddish brown. This middle section's really cool with this life preserver there. You've also got this 1x4 tile there with a sticker on it that says parties. You've got two glasses there as well on that beam. Then over here in the corner, you've got some more glasses. Also in the corner, you do have a mop and a bucket. You might have noticed that I removed the center bar there. So maybe this was designed, this beam here in the middle, so that you can easily remove it and gain access here to the center bit here for the bar. You've got these two seats there to place figures, as well as you've got a bottle there and a little glass. And I guess it's easy to remove that top beam as well, but you can also remove the whole bar there and place any of the characters behind there on that one stud. There's also a stud up here in the front for you to place a figure. This surfboard here on the outside actually has three stickers, one on top for a little hula dancer. You've got the menu there on that 1x2 tile, and then a sticker down below for a little bit of red. And over here, I skipped this part, but this is very important here. You have a spot to actually collect all of the wanted posters. So if you go and get all the sets, and if you're lucky enough, you can collect 8 different posters. And this actually is a spot for you to store this here, which is really cool because it says notices. So it's a notice board for all the wanted people, which is so fun. It's also designed so that you can easily pull off this whole grate and you can get access to the rest of the hut from the side. Down below, there's a little crab there. Down below for the beams, I really like how there's this light blue piece there around there for where the beams are touching and actually coming out of the water. You can see that over here as well. And as you continue, this dock section here, I think the design for this and the angle is really nice and very dynamic. You've also got just some planks as well as this rail here on that same angle. That dark gray spot there, the idea being you saw before, you take the chain from the boat and just attach it there and tie up the boat to the dock. All right, so here's the boat. Again, the chain on the front for you to also pull around. But you've also got 2 oars for paddling. And then also here you've got the devil fruit, which is the shell piece on top of each other with this stem going through. The build for that is just a stud with a hole in it there, and you just push this together so that the stem can actually attach to the bottom shell piece. And that sits inside this little crate here inside the boat, which is flush with this. I love how that looks. I've never seen that done before, at least in my memory. Here is Luffy, who looks really great. It's a younger version of him here. He's got some back torso printing as well as an anchor shirt there with the printing, the collar and everything. You've also got this hairpiece that was created for him. It looks really cool, very, very accurate as well. And you can see if you remove it, he's got the big smile on one side, the scar there, as well as on the other side, he's crying. And what's really cool is that included as well is the hat with a little handle there. So you can actually clip it onto a minifigure hand and have Shanks place it on top of his head. Now, there's been a lot of confusion from some people about thinking that this is able to be removed from his hair. It's not. It is actually 2 separate pieces here. But that's really cool that they designed this and included this. If you want the black hair with this hat, you need to get one of the other sets, because Shanks is here and he's got that same hair and hat mold, but instead of the hair being black, it's dark red, which is so neat. I love that they included that. And if you remove it here, you've also got the BTS hair there in dark red, which is such a great inclusion there if you want to remove the hat. The face printing is so detailed there. You can see on the other side, he's got this angry expression there, different colored pupils as well. And lifting up the cape there, you can see the back torso printing there. Just very detailed front torso there as well. I like the dark red down below. And he's also got a sword. Here's Makino, who looks really great with the hairpiece here. This classic hairpiece recolored in dark green looks really good. You can see the dress, unfortunately, doesn't have any printing. Would have been nice to have something there. But the torso is very detailed here as well as on the back. His face is actually from Harry Potter, but it's being repurposed here. Anyways, everyone, that is my review of the Windmill Village Hut. I really like this small little set. It's a very important set, again, because of the wanted posters. I think that's really cool that they thought of that. And it's not a promo like they did for Harry Potter. It's actually built into the wave of sets you can actually go out and purchase. And this is like a launching off point for the whole theme here, being the smallest bunch, as well as Luffy being really young. But anyways, what do you think of this? Be sure to subscribe, turn the bell notifications so you don't miss out on future LEGO One Piece set news and reviews just like this one. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. I'll see you all in the next one.